Hello guys, welcome back to the Laker family. I'm going to be talking about the game between the Lakers and the Golden State Warriors from last night. The game started out very sloppy, and mind you, the Golden State Warriors are completely decimated. So again, there's not a lot to take away from this video as far as measuring goes. So what I am proud of is how well the whole team played together. I saw a lot of chemistry this game, and we were without LeBron, and we possibly could have still won this game if we had sat Anthony Davis. But it's Golden State. I've never seen a team this depleted before. All their main guys out, and they got all these. They even got guys like from on 10-day contracts from the G League. They had like 3 or 4 guys with 10-day contracts, and combined with the fact that Draymond Green, he got tossed out of the game for 2 consecutive technicals. And also, I think it was Jordan Poole that got injured. So they showed how many players they actually had left on the bench. It was like 2 players. It was kind of funny, but I'd never seen that before. But with that being said, I liked how we eventually kicked it in gear. You could tell we started off this game. It took so much for us to just kind of wanted to get into it, and it showed. It kind of showed like we were just playing around with them. And once the Lakers just said, "All right, let's kick it into gear," it was right after halftime. The Lakers said, "Just let's go ahead and just put these guys, put them out of their misery, and get it over with." And they did that. I was very pleased with a lot of performances from our team. From several players. Rondo and Kuzma in particular were the guys that I were excited to see play well. Now, I will say this. I'm noticing a pattern as far as Rondo and Kuzma they don't really seem like they click well together. When Vogel put them on the floor together, it's either Rondo trying to get his or get everybody else involved, and he kind of just overlooks Kuzma. And I would prefer when Kuzma's in the game and you have to sit Anthony Davis. I would prefer Caruso be in at point guard when Kuzma's in the game, because Kuzma showed off his value when he can control the ball or have the ball in his hand more of a possession. He's really good at pick and rolls. Kuzma, he's really good at coming out pick and rolls, spotting up for shots, things like that. But I don't know. Maybe there's something maybe Frank Vogel can do to tweak that, because it's critical that we get Kuzma to at least an above average player alongside of Anthony Davis and LeBron when they're both in the lineup. That is going to make us complete world beaters in my opinion. And for all the people that were saying Kuzma's trash, he's this, or they're just completely giving up on Kyle Kuzma, that's wrong. That's wrong. I believe that we should be more considerate of the fact of the circumstances that Kuzma is under right now. And he's handled it very professionally. He hasn't been pouting, none of that stuff. And he showed you again without LeBron in the lineup, and mostly when Anthony Davis was not in the game and it got to be just him, he showed you the different repertoire moves that he has in his bag. He was doing it all, just spinning, whirly derby down the lane, and he was doing step back fadeaways, all that kind of stuff. The three things I feel like that hurts Kyle Kuzma is he has a lot of moves, but his game is still not as refined as a Tatum or a Brandon Ingram. It's not as polished as those guys. And it can get there if he had a team of his own where he could keep working on his craft, make mistakes, things of that nature. He's not in a situation where Frank Vogel is going to allow him to grow and make too many mistakes like that. So we have to be cognizant of that fact, and the Rondo factor as well. I feel like Kyle Kuzma playing behind Anthony Davis and LeBron, that's already hard enough, and then you have a lineup when him and Rondo is in the game. Rondo is not really hitting Kuzma on time in his sweet spots. So that's something to look at. Maybe Frank Vogel can try to tweak that for the betterment of Kyle Kuzma. Everybody that stepped foot on the floor last night played good. Besides Danny Green, he only took one shot, 0 points. Bradley, that 3-point shot was wet. His mid-range was wet. Played great defense. Rondo was a wizard out there last night. 12 points, 6 assists, 2 steals. Kyle Kuzma, as I just talked about, 18 points, 3 assists, 3 rebounds. Dwight Howard, 13 points, 9 rebounds. Monster game, 2 blocks as well. Monster game from Dwight Howard. And then you had the guys that came in during garbage time, like Quinn Cook. He looked good in the 7 minutes he had. And who was it? Troy Daniels, Caldwell Pope. Caldwell Pope played good again, 9 points. So, and let me not forget JaVale McGee. He played excellent. He played excellent starting this game. So he was very active. He even got a couple of steals for us in a row. He was very active last night. So the only person that kind of was showing any heart from the Golden State side was Eric Pascal, and that should give something for the Warriors fans to have some hope down the road for, because that guy, he can really ball. He looks like a prototypical spitting image of Draymond Green, but the only thing he's missing is the defense, the elite defense that Draymond Green has. If he gets to where he's that type of defender, he can possibly replace Draymond Green going forward down the line with Golden State. But other than that, man, it was, like I say, it wasn't too much to get too high up in the sky about based on who we played. But I was just more so happy to see the chemistry and Kuzma, and being able to get more reps in, and Rondo playing very well. So with that being said, I'll see y'all guys for the next recap. I'm really looking forward to that part 2 versus Zion and the Pelicans. I think that's Sunday. But I'll see y'all guys next time. And as always, thank y'all for watching the Laker family. And if y'all haven't joined yet, please do so by sharing, and subscribing. See y'all next time. Peace.